Are you looking for bite-sized videos when it comes to topics like WordPress and blogging? If yes, then Blogging Unplugged Clips is for you. Hello guys, I'm Jasmeet, and on this channel I will be sharing clips from my main channel Blogging Unplugged almost every single day. Now if you are into bite-sized informational content, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. And with that said, let's dive into the video.
Now, after the inner blocks, the next topic that we are going to discuss is the improvements to the row layout in Kadence Blocks 3.0. Now, if you have been using the row block or the row layout block, then you must be familiar with the fact that on selecting three or four column layout option, it only gave you the option to select from the multi-column or the stacked layout. Now, to show you this, what I have done here is I have added a row block here, right? So you can see this is the default state that it comes with. It allows you to select your layout, right? You can select from all of these, right? Similarly, what I have done is I have added the row layout block here as well. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to select this row layout and I am going to increase the columns from 2 to 3. Now you see right here, either you can select these columns or this stacked layout. Similarly, if I increase the columns from 3 to 4, the same options, almost the similar options, only the number of columns have increased, right? Now this has changed in Kadence Blocks 3.0, and now you will get the option to choose from grid layouts as well. Now to show you this, let's head over to Kadence Blocks 3.0, select this layout, row layout block basically, and increase it from 2 to 3, and you can see you have the option to choose from the grid layout as well. So there are 2 grid layouts available as of now, right? You can see you can select this one and select this one. Now let's head over to 4, and you can see a proper grid layout is here, right? So this is the first change that you will see in the row layout block in Kadence Blocks 3.0. Now the next change that you will come across in the row layout block is the ability to move sections freely. Now before we discuss this change, there are 2 things that you will have to keep in mind. Now the first one is that there was no options before Kadence 3.0 to create a grid layout when it comes to 3 or 4 column layout, which we have just discussed, right? So you can see right here, if I will select this, you can see I can simply click this and I can create a 2 column grid. Now when it comes to this layout right here, if I will select this, you can see either the multi-column options are available or the stacked option is available. Now the next thing that you will have to keep in mind here is that when I will select this row layout and open the list view and open the row layout, you can see all of the sections comes locked by default. Now understand it this way, for a new user, block lock is a very confusing feature, because they wouldn't know what to do and why this block comes locked by default. Basically this icon would basically confuse them, right? And if I would try to unlock this, you can see the movement is blocked and the basically the movement is blocked and the removal is blocked, right? Both of these actions are blocked, and only if I will unlock it, then you will be able to swap them easily. Then also in certain scenarios you wouldn't be able to align these colors or these sections according to your requirement. I hope you are getting the point. In case not, then comment down below and I will 100% try and help. But understand it this way, you were not you couldn't create a grid layout easily before Kadence Blocks 3.0, because first of all the option to create a 4 column grid wasn't available as easy as it is now. Second thing is that to create a 4 column or a 2 row 4 section grid, which I have created right here, to create this, what you had to do was you had to use multiple sections and row layouts. So for example, you can see section has a row layout which has another 2 sections which are again locked, right? You can see then section has another row layout and you can see, right? This makes the creation process much more confusing, and you can end up making mistakes. For beginners, this is a tough job to navigate. Yes, you will get the hang of it, but you will have to use this feature again and again to get used to the working of the row layout block basically. Now this has changed in Cadence Blocks 3.0, and with the introduction of this new two column grid that we see right here. So this is what I have created using it. You can see the layout is a two column grid, and now I can swap these easily. So let me just select this. You can see how easy it is to move these sections. Now another thing that you will have to notice here is that the section doesn't come locked by default. So for example, if I add a new row layout and select a 4 column layout right here, you can see I can select a 2 column grid right here easily. That makes the first task much easier. Now when I will select a section right here, you can see it doesn't come locked by default, which is one less hassle to figure out for the new user. Now when it comes to the creation part, you can see, let's just open this, and you can see a row layout has 4 sections which are pretty easy to figure out. So you can see first is selected, second, third, fourth. This makes the understanding part much more easier, removes all of the confusion from the process of designing, because if you are creating complex layouts using the row layout, then using multiple columns, multiple rows, multiple sections will make the task of figuring out things later difficult. So this is the change for you. Keep these things in mind, that now there is a new 2 column grid that you can create. The sections don't come locked by default. The layout is much more simplified basically to understand. So you can see the row simply has sections that are laid out in a grid, and all of this can be done just in one click. So this is an amazing change that you will see in the row layout block in Cadence Blocks 3.0. Now another change that will come across in Cadence Blocks 3.0 is for the custom CSS options in the row layout and section block. And in this, a new option basically known as edit in Modal has been added. Now when you will click this option, it will open the code editor in a new model basically. So now you no longer have to add your code snippets in that small space. It is much more easier in the eyes because it is kind of like full screen, right? And now to show you this change, what we are going to do is we are going to head over to Cadence Blocks 2.0 first, select this row layout block right here, go down and find the custom CSS option, and you can see this is the space where you had to add the code snippet, basically the CSS snippet that you had to add, or the custom CSS, right, in between these columns or anywhere here, right? Now this has changed and a new option has been added. So let's just select this, head over to the advanced tab, and there is the custom CSS options. Now you can see this option edit in modal is the new option. When you will click this, it will open it in a new modal. Now this is much more easier on the eyes as compared to before, right? You can see right here, this is a very small space and this is kind of like a big space, kind of like full screen, right? So this is really easier on the eyes. Another good change that has been introduced in Cadence Blocks 3.0 for the row layout block and the sections block. So you will find it in both blocks, right?
Now I hope you have found this video helpful, and if you did, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. In case you have any queries, feel free to comment down below and I will try and help. Also, the links to our socials are in the description box below. Make sure to follow us on other platforms as well. And with that said, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.